Pudge Rodriguez joins us this morning on the show. Pudge, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. How you doing? How you feeling? How's life?
Life has been great, and now that I have a son, playing the Major League is even better.
Feeling good, huh? Life is good. That's great to hear. What's your days like nowadays?
Oh, I just enjoy with my family, just taking care of some business that I own, and just basically just try to be with my family. And now enjoying here in Tahoe. I'm right now at the American Century tournament, playing golf with a bunch of celebrity, bunch of guys, and it's nice to be here, and it's a beautiful day here in Lake Tahoe.
Is that a tough part about baseball? You played for 20 years in Major League Baseball. Is the tough part being away from the family for those really long stretches of time? Because you barely get a day off during the season, and the season can be 6, 7, 8 months. Is that the toughest part, not being able to see the family for that long? And for your case, 20 years?
Well, yes, it is, but that's part of baseball. It's not baseball, really. It's part of every sport. When you travel, you got to travel, and when you travel with the team, you got to go. But in baseball, sometimes we have the opportunity to take our family with us to road trips, but not to all of them. But that's part of baseball. I played for a long time, and hey, my kids grew up. They're all already out of the house, believe it or not, and that's the tough part. But anyway, we are family. We're still together, and we enjoy life.
It's a special thing to get into Cooperstown of the Hall of Fame. It's a really special thing to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, which you were in 2017. What did it feel like? What was the moment like when you got the call that you would be in the Hall of Fame on the first ballot?
Well, it's a dream come true, obviously, for every player, especially for me and my family, just to be able to receive that really important call after 5 years that you retire as a baseball player. And it's great. It's always nice to be there in that beautiful museum in Cooperstown, in New York, with my flag there, with all those Hall of Famers for the rest of my life and forever, to be honest with you. And it's great. It's just a matter of hard work. Everything that you do, a lot of work, and play the game hard, and respect the fans, respect the media, and do everything that we take to get there. So I'm glad to say that, and that's also a message that I always say to young kids: just make sure you have a good discipline, and just make sure when you play the game of baseball, play it 100%.
Pudge Rodriguez joins us this morning here on the show. I can't believe it's been 15 years since you guys won the World Series with the Florida Marlins. You were obviously the center point, the leader, catching a tremendous pitching staff, a young pitching staff at that time, and you guys beating the Yankees in the middle of their dynasty at Yankee Stadium for the World Series. What are your memories of that October run? It felt like you guys were the Cinderella throughout the whole thing.
Well, we were the underdog for sure. Everybody expected the Giants to win the whole playoff and the World Series, and we was able to eliminate them in the first round in 5 games. But to us, we enjoy it. I mean, what I remember from that October was, that we played the game hard, but we didn't have nothing to lose, and that's why probably we end up winning the World Series. We did the little things. We played the game of baseball the right way. Obviously, we have a great pitching staff, great starting pitchers, young at the time, that every single one of them throws hard and throws strikes and make my job easier behind the plate.
What was it like to silence Yankee Stadium and the old Yankee Stadium with the ghosts and the fans? What was it like to silence that crowd and win a championship?
Well, it was scary, to be honest with you, because that crowd is always in the game, and we start that. We silenced the crowd right in the first game when we scored right in the first inning against David Wells, and that was the whole set for the whole World Series. And we came to Miami, we came to Florida, and they beat us a couple of games there. But when we went back to New York, we have our two top starters that we have, and obviously when when we have Josh Beckett asking for the ball with 3 days rest, I knew that we are going to end up winning that game, and it was special. I remember that we went there. We stayed 4 days. 4 hours there, and it was a great ceremony. It was a great celebration to be here in the Yankee Stadium with our whole family. But the atmosphere was very silent for sure when we left the ballpark going to the hotel. There wasn't no people, no cars in downtown, so it was a little scary.
Pudge Rodriguez joins us this morning on the show. 15 years since the Florida Marlins won that World Series title in 2003 with him. Now, you are partnering with Bank of America, and All-Star Weekend and All-Star Week in D.C., fans can be out at MLB All-Star Fan Fest. You can also visit bankofamerica.com/mobile banking for information, and you can get kind of the website and all the doings going around MLB Fan Fest. How's the partnership with Bank of America going for All-Star Week?
Everything is being great. Bank of America and we're doing a great job. I'm looking forward to be there next week in the Fan Fest with Bank of America there in the booth that we're going to be in. And it's all about to the fans. I'm going to be there signing and just enjoy signing and talking to people and just have fun. Being on All-Star games is always good to be in, even though that I'm not playing anymore, but I'm enjoying every year that I go to the All-Star game. So what Bank of America is doing to the fans is great, just making everything easier for them, especially during that week, as far as all these activities that is going to be happening and all this that we doing for the fans, and Bank of America is doing a great job doing that.
Bank of America is going to host an interactive experience during Fan Fest coming up. That's at the Walter E. Washington Convention Center. Fans have the opportunity to create digital postcards, interact with PhoneZilla, the bank's life-size smartphone, tips and free giveaways. Check it out. Go online, bankofamerica.com/mobile banking, and check out everything that's going on with Fan Fest, which opens up this Friday. Pudge, thanks so much for joining us, man. Enjoy Fan Fest and Major League Baseball's All-Star Week.
Thank you for having me. I hope you guys I can be there and I can see you guys in person at the booth.
That'd be great.
America booth.
That'd be great. Pudge Rodriguez joining us this morning on the show.